Thank you for logging on to the PawCast for the week of Monday, October 28th through Friday, November 1st. Hello, I'm Mr. Andrews.
And I'm Mr. Cotterman.
And here's what's happening on our team this week.
This week in math, we're going to continue to work on long division. We're going to be doing 3 and 4 digit dividends, but we're going to also be adding in working with decimals this week. So it'll be pretty much the same thing, but a new little element or twist to it. In science, our class is going to continue our weather unit. We are going to be continuing to work with our weather tools, and we're going to start to explore clouds and talk about how they are forming and the different types of clouds. And that's what we're going to be doing in our class this week.
During the ELA portion of our school day, we're going to continue with comparing and contrasting two different text passages. One of them is called Nugget Nation. It's a true story about how the chicken nugget was formed or came to be. And also we're reading a passage called Mac and Cheese Mania. Again, a true story about how mac and cheese went from being a luxurious and elegant dish to being an all-American classic, fairly inexpensive as well. So as we compare, contrast, we'll also be making some inferences from both of those passages. When we finish with the activities, we'll have an assessment, probably on Friday of this coming week. During social studies, we are continuing to try to record our presidential primary speeches. We're going to need a little bit of help. If you're a parent that can come in and give some assistance with the recording of our speeches, usually this week it's going to have to be in the afternoons. So if you can help us, say from around 12:30 and beyond, that would be awesome. If you can't, you can't. But if you can, give me an email, shoot me a text, send me a Remind app message, and I'll be happy to entertain having you come in and show you how to do that. But once we get those recorded, we're going to be able to place those on our YouTube channel. We'll make those private. Students will be able to watch and see what their party members are having to say, and we're going to have our primary election very, very soon. Our students know that in a primary election that you can only vote for those people in your party, so you can choose a representative or a nominee to represent your party in the general election, which will hopefully be coming up by mid-November. We got a lot between now and then, so looking forward to this process working its way through. During the science portion of the day in my homeroom, we have just completed talking about the tools needed to measure weather conditions. We'll continue to review those, so students continue to do that, but now we're talking about cloud types. When we talk about a cloud type, we're talking about what does it look like, what types of precipitation come from that cloud, if anything, and also we're talking about what causes that cloud to form. So in the next couple of days, I'm expecting students to be identifying every cloud they see as you drive up and down the road, get out, whatever you're doing. Hey, there's a cirrus cloud. Look at that cumulus cloud. And all kinds of conversation like that. You're getting ready to have some major weather experts in your household. Looking forward to it.
Mr. Andrews, he's in the U.S., he's at a capital. Oh, which one will we learn about this week?
So where in the United States am I this week? Well, let's begin with a selfie of me and the state capitol. This state claims, and it is true, it holds the record for the most United States presidents from one state. 8 presidents. Wow. Including, well, I don't want to give any of those away yet, but 8 United States presidents have called this state home. You know, the first actual Thanksgiving held in North America was held in this state. I didn't know that until I looked this up. In the year 1619, they had the first Thanksgiving in this particular state. Be careful. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel combination, it's the longest bridge and tunnel combination in the world. 18 miles that you're either under the water or over top of the water without being on land. Makes me wonder what happens to those people who run out of fuel. Make sure you have a full tank. Well, also in 1570, Spain sent missionaries who set up a settlement on land in this state. Now, they only lasted for a couple of months. They were actually ambushed and killed. But in 1570, the Spanish had a settlement of missionaries in this state. And if you want to go a little bit further than that, the first permanent English settlement happened in the year 1607. So the English came a little bit later than the Spanish to this particular state, but the English, their settlement stuck. So anyways, those are our clues for the week. What you need to be able to do is to have your name, your mom and dad's signature. That lets me and Mr. Cotterman know that you and your parents watched this podcast. And if you have a clue that kind of gave it away, list that one as well. I'd like to know which clue was the giveaway.
Where is Mr. Andrews? He's in the U.S. He's at a capital. Oh, which one will we learn about this week?
Let's all have a great week together. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.